Hey, this is Greg with Rock for Hunger, and I wanted to spend just a second talking about our third annual Thanksgiving breakfast that's going to be taking place in downtown Orlando on Thanksgiving morning. Now, this is, like I said, the third year that we're going to be out there talking, hanging out with, and sharing breakfast with our homeless friends in the downtown Orlando community. We're going to be at the post office on the corner of Jefferson and Magnolia, is actually where the breakfast is going to be served. If you guys are familiar with our normal food sharings, you notice that they've been at Lake Eola for a while now. But there's actually a turkey trot race, which makes the park really crowded, and it's just, not a great area for us to conduct a breakfast. So we're actually going to be moving it to the post office, which is where we held our feedings for almost 2 years before moving over to Lake Eola. So it's an area that we're familiar with, we know the ins and outs of it, and it actually turns out to be a really fun breakfast. Now we're actually going to be meeting at 8 a.m. at the parking lot at the corner of Washington and Jefferson. There's a free parking lot there where we can all hang out. We can meet. We can meet and we can go over some of the things that are going to be happening at the breakfast. Now we can talk about Rock for Hunger, how we got started, introduce the new volunteers to each other, and sort out everything before we head on over and start serving the breakfast. If this is your first time volunteering with us, I'd really like to thank you for taking the time and the time away from spending with your family and your friends to come and hang out with us and our homeless friends and our volunteers and board members over at Rock for Hunger. It's going to be a really cool breakfast. It's a time where we get to meet a lot of new people. We get to bring some positivity and some creativity and some happiness into the lives of some of the people that we're feeding. So it's just a great experience overall. Now, a couple things that I want to let you know about, there's going to be an influx of volunteers. Generally on our Monday night feedings, there's anywhere between 20 and 40 volunteers, just depends on the night and the crowd. And this is usually a good amount of volunteers. We can handle the volume. We have a good flow system of the people serving food, the people bringing the plates out, people doing trash and other activities with the normal food sharings. Now for Thanksgiving, we can expect anywhere between 60 and 100 volunteers. So there is a huge influx of volunteers. So we want to ask you to just have some patience with us, as this is a large amount of volunteers for us to bring into the cycle and get you active and doing things. Now, if for some reason you don't end up getting a specific job, whether you're serving or bringing out plates or pouring drinks or whatever it is, we do ask that you start conversations and talk to some of our homeless friends and, just learn about their situation. Take in some of their thoughts, listen to some of their stories, shed some stories, tell them some really cool stories about what you have going on, and really just make them feel comfortable, make them feel welcome, inspire their creativity, ask them what they want to be doing or, what they did in the past and what they wanted to be when they grew up, and questions like that, because that's the stuff that's going to help us develop the programs that Rock for Hunger is developing to make a really strong community and break the cycle of poverty and homelessness and get them back and contributing into our community. So it's going to be a really great breakfast. I'm real excited, third year that I've been a part of this. And, on behalf of all of Rock for Hunger, we're real happy that we can do this for the community, and we look forward to meeting all of you and having a really great event on Thanksgiving morning. Now, if you guys have any more questions, my email address is right below this, so please shoot me an email. It's greg@rockforhunger.org, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can and, make sure we get your questions answered. So thanks a lot. Thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.